Hello everyone, my name is Scousmouse and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am stood in my test world with my bee farms behind me, and I am stood next to Brian, the bee next to me. Say hello, Brian. Bzzz. He doesn't say much. So today is the first time I've been playing around with the latest version of Minecraft Java, which is version 1.15.2. Now, I've been reading over the release notes for this, and one sentence caught my eye in particular. And reading directly from the patch notes here, it says, any birch or oak sapling grown near a flower within 2 blocks distance on the same Y level has a 5% chance of having bee nests. So, what this means is that hopefully we are not going to have to travel 1,000,000 miles to get bees anymore. So, I've been thinking of a way that we can practically do this. So let's have a look at what we can do. So if we place a flower down, what the patch notes are saying is that any oak or birch within 2 blocks of that flower has a 5% chance of having a bee's nest. So if I place these wool blocks here, just to emphasize that space, any oak or birch that grows where those red wool blocks are has a chance of having a bee's nest, and that doesn't matter what biome you're in. This will work in any biome. Okay, so how can we best use this mechanic to get an unlimited number of bees? From looking at this, the best way I can see to do it is to place a flower down. Now let's move over a little bit and start this again. If I place a flower here, and then let's throw some torches around it just to make sure we're safe, and I put an oak sapling 2 in every diagonal direction, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and I repeat this pattern a couple of times. Let me go ahead and do that now. Right, so what I've done here, I've laid down 20 saplings, and each one of those saplings is within 2 blocks of a flower, and I've also added lots of torches just to make sure it's nice and light, because we don't want any bad guys spawning in there. Also, what I'm gonna do now is, just to make sure we have our spacing right, using a shovel, I am gonna just right click on all these gaps in between each of the saplings, just so our spacing is nice and clear. And this will also help prevent mobs from spawning, because they cannot spawn on a path like this. And thank you for Gobspit for that bit of information, because I did not know that. So let's just finish putting these paths in, and then it'll make it a lot more clearer of the spacing that we're going to need here. Okay, so I've got all the paths in place, and you can now see a bit more clearly how the layout of this needs to be. Each one of those birch saplings I've put down is within 2 blocks of a flower. So what I'm going to do, I have the tick speed really low at the moment, so I'm going to crank that up a bit now and see if we can get some of these trees to grow and how many of them will have bees nests. Now there's a 5% chance that each one will, so because I've got 20 trees here, statistically speaking, I should get at least 1. So let's see how we do. Random tick speed, let's put it to, I don't want to go too high, let's go for 100. Let's see how this goes. So we have 1 tree with none, and another one with none, and we'll just wait for a minute while these trees pop up, and we will see if any of them get bees. Haha, there we go. So this one has some bees, and they should pop out in a moment. There we go. They will have either 1 or 2 bees in them. Oh, I heard more bees. There we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait for the bees to get the lovely nectar from this flower, and then we'll wait for them to go back in, and then using either an axe or a pickaxe that has silk touch, we can then pick up the nest. So let's wait for this lady to go back in. There she goes, and we can now harvest the nest. Brilliant. Now, did we just get the one, or did we get any more? So just the one, which is right, I suppose, isn't it? So if we were doing this in survival, what we would then do is chop the tree down, replant them, and see, kind of, you know, rinse and repeat until you get the number of bees that you require. What you could also do is, if you do get a tree with bees, you could always use flowers to breed those bees, just so you can increase your bee count. Okay, so this is a nice and simple way to get a pretty much unlimited number of bees, depending on how many that you need. So I hope this quick video is useful for you, especially for the redstone guys out there. You'll be wanting your honey blocks, and also the builders. You know, the honeycomb blocks are really pretty and good to build with. So hope you found it useful. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and remember to subscribe. And until the next time, Scouse Mouse out.